One of my favorite stories in the Bible was Peter, when he was in the boat with the other 11 disciples. So there's 12 of them in this boat. And they're going out across this sea, and they're hitting a storm, a lot of waves, it's dark, it's deep, and it looks really dangerous. And all of a sudden they see someone coming walking up to them, and they recognize it's Christ. It's Jesus out walking on the water. A lot of fear now. And he calls out to them. And Peter stands up and goes out. And Peter actually walks on the water. Now he only walks for a couple of steps, and then he sinks and he fails. And he has to be rescued. I don't care about that point. My point is, here's a guy, he's in a boat with his peers, in an office place, in a church, in a business, whatever it happens to be. Put yourself in his position. He's there with 11 other peers of his. And they're being called out by their boss. And he's the only one that responds. I guarantee you this, I wasn't there. I'm reading in between the lines, so forgive me. But I bet those other 11 guys were saying, "Hey, Pete, what are you doing? Come to your senses, man. Are you freaking kidding me? You're going to get out of the boat? You're crazy. It can't be done. That's a ghost. It's impossible." You know they were saying it. I'll guarantee it. If I was sitting in that boat with Peter and I see him standing up, I would have been saying it. "Buddy, you're off your meds. Get back in here, put the life preserver on, and stay in the comfort of the boat with the rest of us." But I love this story because Peter did it anyway. He followed his passion. His passion was following Christ. He got up and walked out on the water, even though he was afraid. All his peers were saying, "Don't do it." He did it alone against everyone else's will. And here's the best part. Peter's the only one of the 12 that didn't live with regret. Now, there's no record of this in the Bible that says they had regret, but I guarantee you, I can look back in my life, and every time I refused to follow my passion out of fear, I've regretted it. I bet those other 11 men have regretted that day ever since, because they could have, and they didn't. They did it out of fear. Here's my point to you. Follow your passion. Your passion is that still small voice. It's that fire raging on the inside that's telling you you can. And don't listen to the voice that's screaming on the outside saying, "You cannot. It's impossible because your education, your color, or whatever it happens to be." Listen to the small voice of fire on the inside that's burning on the inside, and follow your passion. Because a life without passion is like a river without water. It's slow suicide. My name is Ed Carcarey, and I'd love to connect with you. You can find me at edcarcarey.com or look me up on LinkedIn. Find your passion. Find your life.